Ohayō gozaimasu, which means good morning in Japanese. Welcome to another episode of Brood. We're cycling at 5 in the morning here in Tokyo because I am completely jet lagged and I've been waking up pretty early, and I thought, why not take the opportunity to shoot a video of cycling in the morning as Japan decides to wake up this morning. So yeah, we'll be cycling around the city, talking about my experience so far, perhaps some things that I've learned in Japanese. Please, if I botch any Japanese, to all those Japanese viewers, please correct me down in the comments. I'm definitely gonna botch some of the pronunciation. It's really weird. Like, so far it's been extremely busy in the city. Everywhere you go, there's just quite a lot of people. But everyone is so respectful of your space, also your audio space. That's why I'm not speaking so loud this morning. I feel the need somehow to be a bit more mindful on making noise. But yeah, it's been extremely tranquil. I don't know if it's just the beginning of the holiday, or I'm not thinking about work, or it's just something that Japan does to you. Also, so far, it's been extremely chaotic. I mean, the city is really clean, and also the streets are really well maintained. Yeah, super clean, but even if there is a mess, it is like an organized mess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, there's a bunch of crap that might be lying around on the street, but is very neatly organized and packed. Like cartons really well stowed away. But yeah, it's an organized chaos. That's the best way to describe it. We also went to like a tech store yesterday, and yeah, that was insane, like mental. Was extremely mental. Like, the amount of shit that was just in your way, like in the shop, is crazy. Like, so much overload, and people sink their money into it, you know. Like, people buy the toys, which are really nice. Actually, maybe it would be a good experience to make a video there. I decided to get off the main road to show you a little bit of the town vibe. Also, a fun fact about like these vending machines. Apparently, for every vending machine that you see in Japan, it serves about 23 people. So for every 23 people, there's one vending machine. It's crazy. Like, literally every block has a vending machine. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I like it. So for some Japanese, you can say hai, which means yes, ie, which means no, And if you say no, I'm okay. So if you're being offered something, you can say ie dijo de ijo bu se. I completely botched. Doji buse. Doijo buse. Nah. Okay, don't quote me on that one. That was completely horrible. If you're having a hard time understanding, you can say Eigo dekimasu ka? Eigo dekimasu ka? Which means, do you speak English, or can you do that in English? Arigatou gozaimasu, which means thank you. And one phrase, if you want to ask your local, you can say some industry stuff going on. You can say kono ende, which means in this area, which is actually pronounced this area in. Kono ende. And then you can follow it up with kono ende ichiban oishii. I'm not allowed to cycle here, but I am able to cycle in this crossing. Kono ende ichiban oishii karage doko desu ka? Which means, in this area, do you have a recommendation for very delicious karage? Yeah. I think we're going to cross this way. Just wait for the next stoplight as it's cooling down. You can also say, or something that I've learned, Nihongo ga heta desu. Nihongo ga heta desu. Which means my Japanese is very bad. Nihongo ga heta desu. And you can follow it up with what was the word called? Let me think. Fukuri. Nihongo ga heta desu. Fukuri hanamasu. Fukuri hanamasu ka. I forgot the word for please. Fukuri hanamasu ka. I don't know. Wait, I gotta look it up. Now I'm curious. And I've been using ChatGPT to learn Japanese, which has been insane. How do you say, can you please speak slowly? Yukuri hanashite kudasai. That's the one. Hanashite kudasai. Completely botched it, of course. I thought I was in the Netherlands for a second. So get back on Google Maps so we know where we're going. Also going the wrong direction. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. 日本語が下手です。ふっくり話してください。So, if you really want to practice your Japanese and you're having a hard time understanding what they're trying to say, you can say that. I always really like traveling to another country and learning their language. I feel it's like an homage to, just visiting. Also gives something to do while you're on a holiday. You know, learn a little bit, learn something new, learn a new skill. Biking here is surprisingly pleasant. I thought it would be a lot more intimidating than it actually is. But yeah, it's been super nice. I think also the fact that it's cold makes it a lot nicer. Like, I think I would have had a worse time in I think I would have had a worse time in oh, that was warm. Worse time in any other part of Asia. For Asia, this is quite nice. I'm gonna put up the saddle actually. It's nicer. That's the thing with colder areas, it's just nicer. I mean, I know it's an e-bike, so perhaps it doesn't make that big of a difference. My argument would have been in other parts of Asia, I would much prefer to not cycle because it's warmer. But I think with the electric bike, it's perhaps just like a scooter. And these bikes are super nice. So the app that I'm using is called LUUP. That's spelled LUUP. And if you have a credit card, just attach it and you pay by the minute. Super nice. You can't use the step scooters because for the step scooters you need to learn the rules. So you're not allowed to use those without some sort of a test that you have to do, like a pre-trial, or just to make sure that you know the rules. I don't know. It's early, guys. Let's see where we're going. Looks like I want to take a right here. Go in here for a bit. Oh, it's nice to explore the city at dusk. Very quiet. Not much going on. Everything looks the same. There's always these like parking areas. The vending machines make it seem like I'm in an infinite loop. I also don't know who has priority in these sections, so just stopping just to be sure. We're going to take a right here. Let's check. I don't have a feeling I'm allowed to be on the road there. Probably I'm allowed, but oh wow, look at that tower. So this is where I wanted to go and see this morning. Oh shit, that bull scared me on the right. I'm not sure if you saw it, but there was a huge bull. Oh wow, that's a huge tower. I don't know what the name of the tower is. What's it called? Sensoji Tower. Sensoji Tower. There's some nice lights going on. I angle the camera up so you can see it as well. Generally, I would recommend to not go through red lights, but it's so early in the morning and it's so peaceful that I think you can get away with it. Definitely would get my recommendation to get one of these bikes and explore the city. Same like Amsterdam, you should also do that there. Let's continue on this road. I don't know if you can see it from the GoPro, but it looks insane. It's also really cold here this morning. What a view. Maybe a faster bend. Super tranquil here in the morning. But like I said, it's generally tranquil. Let's see how many minutes I have on the bike already. "20 minutes. It's been long. Let's go back to where we were. Luckily the parking showed up. I was worried that wouldn't show up. But because it's 20 minutes, I'm gonna go back. We've spent enough time here. Let's go back a different route. I'm gonna take a right here. As you can see, it's getting a lot more busy. Also, Google Maps has changed to light mode. Oh, wait. Let's get back. Not sure how long the battery would last. Let's try and get back as fast as possible. Right, for this part of the episode, let's put the gas up, and hopefully we can end the episode at a 7-Eleven. Maybe get a drink. Cross here first before we get on the road and hit the gas. I see a sign for a bike lane. But yeah, learning Japanese is hard. Like, I also realized that learning a language, the moment that you learn it on your own time, or when you're not talking to somebody, it's fine. But then when I decide to say it in the moment, like in a setting where you actually need it, I just freeze up and just completely forget what I wanted to say. Guy was on rollerblades. But yeah, I think cycling with a road bike here in Japan is also pretty awesome. I'm actually pedaling harder than the bike can go. Actually, by quite much. My legs are getting tired, but let's hit the gas. Oh, I'm gonna take a break for this one. Just turned orange. Ooh. But yeah, I think road biking would also be pretty dope in Japan. I've seen some people like use a road bike for their day-to-day. So I think it's definitely possible. And it's also quite flat, at least here in Tokyo so far. There was this one bridge yesterday that Natasha and I took, which we thought was a highway, so we ended up going back. But yeah, that was an incline. But so far, pretty much flat. Let's go. If I go slowly, I'll fit through here. Oh. So I should take a right at one point. Maybe it's better if I take a right now compared to later. Good choice. I remember this road. Here we go. Oh, bumpy. Let's go. Oh, I love it. It's such a great hobby to have, actually, cycling. It's underrated. Extremely underrated. Again, red light. I wouldn't recommend you break the rules. But you know, it's quite relaxed in the morning. There's also think this guy right here has a Porsche 911, and his plate number is 911. If that's not a flex, I don't know what is. That's really dope. And it's a white Porsche. But yeah, let me zoom in so I know exactly where it is. But yeah, thanks for joining me so far in my YouTube journey. I've been really enjoying making videos for you guys. I don't know if you're tuning in for the first time or you're tuning in for the last time. But yeah, no, it's been really fun. It gives me something to do as well. Also makes me want to go out and make and explore and make a video for you guys. I am still hoping to go to 7-Eleven. So maybe after I park the bike. I also want to show you the experience of parking the bike. I think that would be good to know. And you kind of know how the app works. It's getting a bit brighter now compared to a few minutes ago. I have to go to the other side. I'm gonna go this way just to be sure. Yeah, let's go to 7-Eleven, see all the snacks that they have. And yeah, get something nice. So I think this ride will be generally quite expensive. I think it's like 50 yen or 15 yen per minute. I'll let you know. I'll show the price to you down in the comments. But yeah, once you're done, just put the bike on the stand. Don't forget your phone, because that's important. You can just open the app. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take off my gloves for this. These gloves are supposed to be touch proof. Okay, you just click on the parking, make sure that you selected the right one, and you're right. It will tell you to take a picture, so make sure you put this thing down to lock the bike, and it will tell you to return and take the picture. Make sure that the lock is in the picture. Send it. And that was a total of 500 yen. 590. So I think about, is that €6? Let's see. Also, one of my friends told me this trick, Anna, that apparently if you have an iPhone and you go to the calculator, down here there's a toggle for convert. If you turn that on, you can select the currency, and all the calculations you make will be reflected. Yeah. How much was it? 560 yen? That's not bad. That was about €3. 590 yen. So a bit more. €3.61 for half an hour ride. That's not bad. It's really not bad. Close. And there's a bunch of bikes in the city, as you can see. In some areas, more bikes than others. So, we got these two things for breakfast. So apparently the life hack is to get the egg sandwich and get the warm karaage or the fried chicken. But but they didn't have the fresh fried chicken, so I thought I'd just get this instead. But yeah, I know that eating while walking in Japan isn't really a thing, so I'm just gonna try this coffee for now. It looks good. Seems quite refreshing. I also didn't want to record because at the entry it said no recording or no cameras. I mean, I took a few shots anyway, but wanted to be a bit more respectful, you know, to at least the clerk working there. I always find it awkward to have an interaction and have the camera on. It's also what I've noticed with Japanese drinks versus Indonesian drinks. Indonesian drinks are way more sweet compared to what Japan has to offer, at least so far. If you're not looking for something sugary and don't have a coffee nearby and you're in a pickle, this is pretty damn good. Very very mild Americano, not too bitter, not much taste. So let's try one of these sandwiches. The clerk also heated it up for me. Let's give it a try. For those of you traveling to Japan, Japan also doesn't have too many trash cans on the street. So get ready to bring your trash where you go. Look at that sandwich. Pretty bad for you, but it hits the spot. Very good snack if you're not on a diet. I've had way too many of these. So it's laced with some sort of a ketchup. So it's quite sweet. And fried chicken's also really good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video there. Thanks for joining me in the morning. As you can see, it's getting light. But yeah, thanks for joining me this morning on my Japan Tokyo adventure. Japan adventure. On my Tokyo adventure. And yeah, in the next episode we'll be road cycling in the south of Japan over a bridge. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you for watching and stay beautiful. Bye-bye.